Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the world of the most valuable and expensive Washington quarter dollar coins. While quarters are a staple of American change, certain rare dates and mint marks have turned ordinary coins into extraordinary collectors' prizes worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's action-packed market. Let's get started. First up, the Washington quarter dollar of 1968 without a mint mark is one of the most intriguing coins in American numismatic history. At first sight, it may appear to be just a regular quarter, but its story, rarity, and collector demand make it a powerful treasure in today's coin market. Even in dirty or circulated condition, this coin holds a special place among enthusiasts and continues to attract strong value in auctions and private sales. The Washington Quarter Series began in 1932, created to celebrate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by John Flanagan, the coin became an instant icon, showcasing Washington's portrait on the obverse and the majestic eagle on the reverse. By the late 1960s, the quarter was already deeply woven into American culture, being used in everyday life, while at the same time gaining recognition as a collector's piece. The year 1968 was a significant time for the U.S. Mint. Just 3 years earlier, in 1965, silver was completely removed from the quarter, and the new copper-nickel-clad composition was introduced. This transition marked a turning point in American coinage, and the 1968 quarter represents one of the earliest examples of this modern era. Collectors today view it as both a historic marker and a fascinating piece of monetary evolution. One of the most unique features of the 1968 Washington quarter is the absence of a mint mark when struck in Philadelphia. Unlike coins minted in Denver or San Francisco, which proudly carried a D or S, the Philadelphia Mint continued its tradition of issuing coins without a mint mark during this period. For collectors, the lack of a mint mark is not a flaw but a symbol of its origin, making the no mint mark 1968 quarter highly desirable. The obverse design remains a classic representation of American artistry. Washington's bust is bold and timeless, framed by the word liberty at the top and the motto, "In God We Trust," to the side. Even when found in dirty or circulated condition, the portrait still commands respect and admiration, reminding us of the strength and vision of America's first president. On the reverse side, the powerful eagle with wings spread wide continues to be one of the most iconic images in U.S. coinage. Resting on a bundle of arrows and surrounded by olive branches, it captures the perfect balance between strength and peace. This enduring design has captivated generations of collectors, making coins like the 1968 quarter timeless works of art in miniature form. Although millions of quarters were struck in 1968, very few survive in collectible-worthy condition today. Years of circulation, wear, and environmental exposure have reduced the available supply. A dirty quarter that still maintains clear detail is far more valuable than most people realize. Each surviving example is not just a coin, but a living artifact of American history. Collectors treasure this coin for its role in bridging the past and the present. It represents both the end of the silver era and the solid establishment of clad coinage. This transitional quality makes it particularly attractive for collectors who focus on historical narratives, and it ensures that demand for the 1968 no-mint mark quarter will only continue to rise. Market activity around Washington quarters has exploded in recent years, and the 1968 no-mint mark edition is part of that momentum. Auctions, coin shows, and online marketplaces see consistent bidding activity, with collectors eager to secure examples. Even circulated coins in dirty condition attract strong attention because collectors want to complete their sets and hold on to this important year. The current market value of the 1968 no-mint mark quarter can far exceed its face value of 25 cents. Depending on overall appearance and preservation, prices can range into several dollars, with premium condition or unique examples fetching even more. What makes this coin exciting is that even in less than perfect condition, its value continues to rise due to growing collector interest. For collectors seeking to add this coin to their holdings, the best advice is to look for detail. Even a dirty coin can be carefully cleaned or preserved to reveal the fine artistry of Flanagan design. Collectors understand that every mark and every blemish tells the story of a coin's long journey, adding character and uniqueness to each piece. Another tip is to always check for subtle variations or minting quirks. While the Philadelphia Mint produced many coins without mint marks, small die differences or striking variations can further increase value. Experienced collectors know that the more closely you study your coins, the more potential treasures you may uncover. The 1968 quarter is also a fantastic coin for new collectors. It's accessible yet historically significant, affordable yet valuable in the long term, and widely admired by enthusiasts worldwide. Adding one to a collection is not just an investment in metal, but an investment in a story that spans over half a century of American life. As time passes, fewer examples of this coin will remain in collectible condition, making today the perfect time to secure one. Coins that may look ordinary to the untrained eye are quickly being recognized as hidden gems in the collector community. The dirty 1968 no-mint mark quarter is no exception. It is a coin with a rising profile and undeniable appeal. The Washington quarter dollar of 1968 without a mint mark is far more than just pocket change. It is a coin that represents history, artistry, and enduring collector demand. Whether found in dirty, circulated condition or preserved in higher grades, it continues to be a sought-after prize in today's action market. Its story, its beauty, and its rising value make it one of the most rewarding coins any collector could hope to own. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar of 1986 with the D mint mark is one of those coins that continues to fascinate collectors and investors alike. While it may look like an ordinary piece of change to the untrained eye, in reality, it carries an impressive legacy, historical significance, and strong collector demand. In very fine condition, this coin holds a place of prestige and commands attention in the modern coin market. The Washington Quarter Series began in 1932, designed by John Flanagan to honor the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. By 1986, this design had already been circulating for over 5 decades, cementing its place as a true classic of American coinage. Each year's issue is a snapshot of history, and the 1986 quarter reflects a unique chapter in America's story. Produced at the Denver Mint, the 1986 quarter proudly bears the D mint mark, a small but powerful symbol of its origin. For collectors, the presence of this mint mark is significant. It distinguishes the coin from its Philadelphia counterpart, and many collectors specifically seek out Denver Mint examples for their precision, quality, and scarcity in higher-grade conditions. The obverse design is timeless, with George Washington's profile standing bold and commanding. The details of his hair, facial features, and inscriptions are sharply executed, even in circulated pieces. The reverse is equally striking, with the eagle perched proudly on a bundle of arrows and framed by olive branches. This combination of strength and peace has always resonated with American values, making the quarter not just currency, but a piece of cultural art. The 1986 D Washington quarter is also important because of its composition. Made of copper-nickel clad rather than silver, it represents the modern era of coinage. Yet, despite its clad composition, collectors have come to recognize the rising value of these coins due to their history, condition, and the increasing interest in complete Washington quarter sets. Rarity is a driving force in the coin market, and while millions of quarters were struck in 1986, far fewer survive in very fine or higher grades. Years of circulation have worn down many coins, making strong condition pieces much harder to come by. Collectors value these coins not just for their face value, but for their scarcity in well-preserved form. In very fine condition, a 1986 D quarter reveals details that make it stand out. The hair on Washington's portrait remains clear, the lettering is sharp, and the eagle on the reverse still displays its feathers proudly. These qualities make it a prized addition to any collection, especially for those who appreciate coins with both history and beauty intact. The collector demand for Washington quarters has grown steadily, and the 1986 D issue has gained significant momentum. With more people turning to coin collecting as a hobby and investment, coins from the 1980s are experiencing a surge in value. The Denver Mint coins, especially in very fine condition, are seen as strong acquisitions with promising long-term potential. The action market for the 1986 D quarter has been impressive. Collectors are not hesitating to pay premium prices to secure examples that remain attractive and well-detailed. This growing demand highlights the importance of recognizing coins that may appear ordinary, but in fact carry hidden value due to their preservation and minting origin. In terms of market value, the 1986 D quarter in very fine condition can fetch prices significantly higher than face value. While it is a 25-cent coin by denomination, its collectible value can range into several dollars or more, with exceptional examples commanding even higher figures. Auctions and private sales continue to demonstrate the willingness of collectors to invest in these coins. For collectors and investors alike, this coin presents an exciting opportunity. Its affordability compared to older silver quarters makes it accessible, while its historical and numismatic importance ensures lasting demand. It is truly a coin that combines beauty, history, and financial potential in one package. Tips for collectors are straightforward but crucial. Always look for coins with strong detail, even if they show signs of circulation. Store them properly to prevent further wear, and consider professional grading for coins that appear exceptionally sharp. A graded very fine or higher 1986 D quarter can open doors to even greater value in the market. Another valuable tip is to focus on mint mark variations. The D mint mark adds distinction and can sometimes come with slight die variations that enhance collectability. Serious collectors know that small differences can translate into big premiums, so attention to detail is always rewarded. The beauty of the 1986 D Washington quarter lies not just in its design, but in its story. It represents an era when the Washington quarter had already become an American tradition, bridging the early 20th century to the modern age. Each coin is a reminder of that enduring legacy, and owning one is like holding a piece of history in your hands. As we move further from the 1980s, coins like the 1986 D quarter will only grow in scarcity and desirability. Collectors who act today are setting themselves up for strong rewards tomorrow. Whether you are a seasoned investor or just starting your numismatic journey, the Washington quarter of 1986 with the D mint mark in very fine condition is a must-have. In conclusion, the 1986 D Washington quarter dollar is a rare and powerful collectible that combines artistry, history, and market demand. Its appeal stretches across generations of collectors, and its rising value makes it an undeniable treasure. In very fine condition, this coin is not just currency. It is a prized asset in today's vibrant action market, and one that will continue to shine in the world of numismatics.